I've uploaded this video because this reply of yours was cut from the thread, and I just checked it. Mine survived for some reason, but well, Pinterest is a weird site, as is YouTube, and YouTube has been getting worse since the 2000s. So anyway, God is light because he saves us from darkness. Now, this does answer why, or your explanation. This does explain from your perspective how Christianity is light, but you don't explain how he saves us from darkness, emptiness, sin, etc. Now you say emptiness. Emptiness of what? And how can Christianity be the opposite of emptiness if it's about self-denial for devotion and worship toward God and obedience? How are those three things the opposite of emptiness? How are those fulfillment? And how can Christianity be the light if it's about those three things? You guys say that sin is all selfishness. Well, how is absolute? Well, not even just altruism would not be the right word, because it's more than that. It's about not only self-denial but obedience and worship. It's about putting effort toward something else, something outside of yourself that has nothing to do with you and is not about you. So God is light. Okay, I guess maybe I should ask for a definition of light from you. I guess that would be the better way. The devil walks in the darkness because God put him there. Because Satan did the unforgivable sin. Okay, so you want to say sin. Well, how can sin exist if Adam and Eve were both created by God? God being perfect. Meaning, God wouldn't be able to create anything imperfect. Well, now you could say this also means that Adam and Eve are also incapable of choosing against God, which cuts free will out. While God couldn't have created the magic tree, because that would be evil, as he forbid Adam and Eve from eating from it. Only that tree. He couldn't create that tree if God was only capable of good. So, therefore, Satan can't exist. And if Satan does exist, does that mean everyone is guaranteed to remain in heaven? And Satan is the only one who fell? What? Okay, now go to the thing. What? I guess I should, okay. I opened this one, I didn't have to scroll down every time. There we go. Now going to my reply, which I'm sure you didn't answer, which is all too common with you assholes. How is Christianity the light? How is the devil the darkness? Yeah, you didn't explain yet how the devil is the darkness, other than to say that he committed the unforgivable sin of whatever you said there. Okay, reject him and fought against him. Well, how is that how is that wrong? How is he wrong to reject and fight against him? You don't explain that. You can't just call it a sin but not explain how that's wrong. That's what you did here. So, what would darkness be if God judging and condemning is light? To which you say, so you didn't even answer that question. All you did was preach at me. Which is all too common with you Christians, because you know you can't answer. Now, as I always say, that doesn't make me right, but it means I obviously have a point, and that you know you're wrong. So, now is there anything else I can say about this? What was the first comment here? The difference is a Christian wants to walk in the light and become a child of God. And Yeah. So my next question, well, this guy didn't bother to reply. I would have asked him why you want to walk in the light. Well, I had to I had to break down light first before I got to the psychological aspect of it and become a child of God. Satan walks in the darkness. Yeah, so you aren't really explaining how Christianity is the light and Satan is the darkness. So, yeah, I think that's all I need to really say about this. I'll leave it at that. I don't like long videos anyway.